Only and his guests are not responsible for any losses you may accrue for having weak hands. Where the haters at? Yeah, bitches still ain't showed up. And now, right, we got Hex, flawless uptime. People thought this was a joke. Now they're mad at the chart. It's lullaby. This is Whales Only. Glad you guys can make it out. I'm making some claims that are pretty outlandish, but I can back them up. Boom. End of story. There is no other crypto out there, so don't get it twisted. If you don't understand where you're parking your money, you're gonna pay the consequences for that, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. Boom. Right? The reality is that I want to be rich as fuck. There's only one way to be rich as fuck. That's by sitting on your ass the longest. Yep. That's it. Yep. That's the secret. The God well told you. Richard done told you. I done told you. Kareem done told you. Maddie done told you. Everybody done told you. Everybody done told you. Shit, motherfuckers still acting like they don't know. Appreciate that.
Like yeah.
I appreciate that.
100% safe. There's plenty of games left.
Valiant done told you. Yo, everybody said it. I mean, hey, you know what it is, man? Everybody done told you. Y'all deep. Everybody. My God. Hex Asians, bro. Everybody. Australians, man. Everybody gets me. Yo, when is it told you? Dollar Club told you. Everybody done told you. It's crazy. Yo, what's going on, homies and homettes? Happy Sunday to all, and to all a happy Sunday. I don't even know what to say anymore. Sometimes people just, LOL, man. LOL, So shout out to everybody in the chat. We're gonna talk about some crypto basics because it seems like the fact that it's Hex is apparently too much. PulseChain, PulseX, all of that. It's too much for people. They can't get past the first step in so many instances. And this is ultimately what we see when, you look out amongst the crowd, right? Like the weird thing about this whole crypto thing is that it's online, right? So because it's online, it's easily manipulable. And that's hard for the unsuspecting novice to comprehend when they first enter the space. It's so easy to think, oh, this is like another stock market or some nonsense like that, right? But it's not. Never gonna be. And that's why it's imperative that people understand what this is, because eventually they're not gonna be able to if people do not do what they need to do in terms of educating themselves. And you can sit here and play and lie to yourself and whatever you want to do. It's all fine and well. Because as always, reality does not give a fuck. Right? And this is just a little preface to the stream. Reality just doesn't give a fuck. And unfortunately for a lot of people out there, they honestly just don't fucking know better. Excuse me. And as I've spent the last, I don't know, what is this, 2023? 16 years trying to figure out what the fuck happened while I was gone. Really, 13. And I really wasn't worried about it until that point. People are just They're living in this fog and they have no clue, right? And those that do, they intentionally do what they do. So the question is, what side are they on, right? And this is something that's very simplistic yet critical to understand. Crypto is a weapon. It's a weapon of mass destruction, and it's hard for people to really wrap their heads around that. I mean, I don't think I've ever even talked about this before out loud. Because for what? Most instances, motherfuckers don't even understand what crypto is in very basic terms. They think it's a hobby or some shit that's for them to come and play ball or whatever the fuck, people think it is. And, you can think whatever you want. That's cool. It's very cool to think whatever you want. That is fine. That's how we grow as adults and shit, right? But here's the thing about life, man. When you're not thinking clearly, you're constantly playing yourself, you're lying to yourself, you're putting yourself in positions that you wouldn't if you understood what you were doing. And, sad fact of the matter is that 99.99999% of the time you don't realize you fucked up until it's too late. Now, I say this all the time, and it's really more of a warning to those that are out there pretending to do whatever the fuck they think they're doing. I don't know. A lot of people have this warped view of reality because they've never lived. They've just been in their little hometown and shit, or whatever little hucky dory backdrop they got as a history. A lot of these motherfuckers have not suffered. They don't know what pain is. They don't understand what growth is. They don't know what being uncomfortable is. They've just had a good time their whole lives. And don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with that. What's wrong is a limited vantage point and limited perspective that doesn't allow you to see another man's aim. Right? That's what's wrong. That's when men and women start losing in life. When they get up so high into the echelons of what they're doing that they don't know that they're outnumbered, outgunned, out everything. And in crypto, this is literally what you see left and right. A bunch of clowns that have no clue that they don't have a fucking clue. And, time is going to become the clear teacher on that one, right? Because you cannot force a person to see what they don't want to see. Period. You cannot. Only time can force somebody to see what they don't want to see. I mean, look, I did this thing for so long. I'm almost done being a civilian. It's so whack. And the reason I say that is because when you do some soul searching and you realize who you are, what you are, where you've been, where you're going, you got to come to certain determinations about who you are and where you belong. And I've done that. I've really done that. I've been doing that past couple weeks, and I'm happy to say that I understand now myself to so much a greater degree than I did 2 weeks ago. Now that's what you call mastering self. Now, what does it take to accomplish that? It's easy to talk, right? But what does that mean, right? And what that means is once you grasp reality to its fullest, you got to kind of find out where it is you're gonna settle in, right? Kind of like when you're taking a piss and you're a dude, you got to shake it out, right? And this is where I'm at. I got to shake it out, figure out where I'm gonna land, so I can tuck it back in and keep it moving, right? And that's kind of a personal decision, right? We'll see where I go from here. But needless to say, civilian life is not for me. It's cool, it's fun. Y'all motherfuckers are lame. There's nothing interesting about civilian people. And sure, can network and all that fake shit, but is it really worth it? Is it really worth the hassle and time wasted of trying to meet individuals that, aren't trash? And, the short answer is no, it's not worth it. That's what I've come to realize. It's not. Because in this world upon which we live in today, the barriers to entry are set up by you. So even if you are a good gatekeeper for your circle, it does not necessarily translate into the people that you bring into your circle being worth a damn in that regard. So it's all these things that add up to this big picture for me personally, right? Because at the end of the day, you got to get in where you fit in. It's not about the big picture after a certain point. Once you figure out that big picture, you got to do what you got to do to survive, because everything matters once you understand who you are and all of that. And being unhappy, being miserable, being this, that, and the third, you control that. Nobody else controls that. You literally have the knobs, right, to all the volumes in your whole situation. And you're the one that controls those, right? You control when you reply, you control when you don't, you control how you reply, you control how you don't reply. All these things about life are true. And it takes a lot of perspective to understand that. A lot of people think just because somebody says something, you got to say something back. No, that's not always the case. And, again, it takes perspective, understanding, maturity to get to that point. A lot of people don't know anything. And they're not trying to learn. And this is the thing that makes operating in groups difficult, right? Because everybody can say whatever they want, but is it true? And 99% of the time, it's fucking not. It's fucking not. So you got motherfuckers like David Goggins that are fucking popular, because everybody else is not a fucking David Goggins. Everybody else is a bitch. Certified, verified, factual. That's why everybody knows who David Goggins is. Simple. And clearly, he's not the only guy out there in the world that's determined, disciplined, blah, 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 driven, right? And everybody that is of a similar psyche isn't going to be built like him, think like him, etc. But whole point is, you know, it's a guy that's disciplined and driven. Now, when you look at the landscape of individuals in the world as we sit, I mean, we have to collectively come to this decision to not get fucked, right? That's literally where we're at. That's what crypto is about. That's why everybody and their mama is in here trying to fuck with Hex. And I don't know if people really see that. I have all this experience, and again, this is unique to me in my life, right? It's not going to be unique to everybody else, but I was born in a combat zone, was molded in war and all this shit. So I see things that you can't fucking imagine because you can't imagine it. Just like I can't see things that you can imagine because I cannot imagine it. It's the same thing, people. But what you have to wrap your head around is the fact that everybody's perspective matters to a certain extent. But you got to be willing to open your mind and listen. And that's where 99% of people fail. It's easy to pretend it is impossible to keep up the facade forever. And that is the difference between motherfuckers like me and motherfuckers that ain't me or anything like me. Since I've been streaming, the message has been consistently the same. Long-term wealth generation happens with long-term investing. It doesn't happen by your pussy getting hurt every time somebody sends out a tweet. It's just not how it works. Because in the world of social media, where everything is driven online, at least seemingly, excuse me while I take a sip of water. It's important to understand that you're not always going to have the information you need when somebody is being the relayer of information. That is critical to wrap your head around. Because if you're not seeking the information direct from a reference source where you know this is the fucking answer, then guess what? You're just listening to a parrot. Parrots run amok in the Hex community. I call them furus and shit. And they out there. And 99.999% of the time, guess what? They don't get my time. Why? Because bitches don't do nothing but get shot. That's why. That's real. Now, on the online world, that clearly doesn't apply, right? Because it's online and nobody's going to shoot nobody. It's fake. So what you have to understand is when somebody is not being genuine. Right? Now that happens by you connecting dots. It doesn't happen by a motherfucker telling you, yo, I'm fake. They're never gonna tell you they're fake. That's why you have so many characters out there in the space that are inconsistent. And essentially, if you put them down on paper and write out all the character traits and you think about who they are and all this shit, I mean, they're fraudulent individuals, right? With no integrity and no character. Just the way it works. These are not people you would ask to lend you $5 because you know they would lie to you and tell you I don't have any, even though they got 1,000 in their pocket. And I'm talking about just $5. You know, $5 ain't shit. You're not even getting a meal with $5 in 2023, right? So understand what the fuck is being told to you. There comes a time when you have to assess the information if you are going to find the success that you want. I spent 15 years scouring the fucking universe like if I was on fucking Atlas or what's the name of this fucking show? Alias for some shit. Goddamn Grimaldi Stone or whatever the fuck. Like, you got to put in the work, people. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody. No furu is going to do the work that you need to do to find your fucking success. It don't matter how cool they might sound in a tweet. It's a fucking lie. Because a motherfucker that's been keeping it 100 the entire time is winning like a motherfucker. Quiet professionals post no bills. They just get it done. They don't need to advertise any fucking thing. So if you're looking for an advertisement, you're going to get left behind. In fact, most people already have, because PulseChain is what? 4 months old already? I mean, it's 10 months old. Motherfuckers are still out here acting like they don't understand what the name of the game is. And I literally started the stream with what the name of the game is. How are people supposed to earn respect in an industry when they don't even respect themselves and they profess to be, I don't know, knowledgeable? Because they're fucking not. So can't even call them that. Right? And the shit is self-evident. if you look at the timeline, it sells itself, right? Like I don't gotta point it out. So the question is, are you willing to see the truth or not? Right? At the end of the day, the truth is out there. Just like all this shit I present is out there. The question is, what do you want to see? Are you being objective? Or do you let your feelings make your decisions for you like a little bitch? Because for most motherfuckers, that's the answer. Right? Now, shout out to everybody in the chat. Uh yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Because here we are, essentially sitting at pre-battle phase, right? Like the enemy is right outside the gates, knocking, ready to come in and tear it down. And people are just sitting idly by, twiddling their fingers, thumb up their ass, head even further up their ass. Nothing to worry about. The dollars will fix it all for us. I mean, these are the motherfuckers out here that think they're winning. Talk about total lack of motherfucking awareness. These are the people that are gonna get roundhouse kicked in the motherfucking neck. Not even the teeth, the fucking neck. And I don't know if you know what that looks like, but it ain't fucking pretty. And you can call it my opinion or not, but how many times have I been wrong? That's one you can write down. Because I mean, it's comical that the only thing motherfuckers got is that $10 call. I mean, right? People need to put that one on a tablet somewhere so it's in stone, engraved somewhere on this realm, so somebody even gives a fuck. Because nobody does. But keep at it, because that's all motherfuckers literally got. Congrats that I gave you that one. Because what if I didn't even do y'all motherfuckers the favor? I mean, you people are appalling, pathetic. It's a joke. It's a joke when you sit here and shake out what is, quote, supposedly an industry. This is not an industry. And I've said this time and again. This is some shit that's being thrown out there for motherfuckers to really jump into, and maybe it becomes something, maybe it doesn't. And the objective is that enough fucking dumbasses come into this and it becomes big enough that it's justifiable in some way, shape, or form otherwise. That's how the world works. Whatever the fuck you think it is and whatever I think it is irrelevant. Because that is what it is. Because that is what time has shown us, time and again. So the longer people keep pretending that they have options that they don't have, the more painful the other side is going to be. That's just what it is. I mean, I don't, if you don't want to educate yourself with regards to how the cookie crumbles, don't worry. It still crumbles, right? And I think that this is the problem that people just don't have. They think that they can get away with shit just because it happens to be okay one time. Every broken clock is right twice a day. That saying doesn't just apply to dumb motherfuckers. I mean, that should apply to lucky motherfuckers too. And the thing about money is that luck is a fucking bitch when it comes to money. Because you think you're good. You think you have some skill. And that's where luck ultimately fails you. You have no skill. You have no analytical prowess. You just been fucking lucky because you just been lucky. Maybe you just been knowing the right people. Maybe you just literally have been having a series of right place, right time events for years. And hey, It happens. Trust me, it's even happened to me. But the question is, what are you gonna do with it? Because people think, they hit the jackpot, that's it. You know, rarely is that ever it. It's never just it. And this is the life lesson that everyone wants to ignore. This is why crypto is here. This is why we've gone through several versions of money. This is why we've had three central banks. This is why people's opinions about whatever the fuck they think they're doing is irrelevant and wrong as fuck. Because time dictates what's right, not your little bitch ass. Simple. That's all. And guess what? Time never lies, but people do. And that's something that if you've been around long enough, you already know better. Right? And I appreciate the message, Raging Jen. Uh, People got to understand that when I'm talking on these streams, I'm talking to myself. I've already done the work. I'm already the person I'm talking to. So this is a mere reflection for me to not continue to do the dumb shit I used to do so I don't fall into the same traps I came up in. Because what's the point of that? What's the point of being there for Bitcoin in 2010 and not buying it to hold it to 60,000? What's the point of that? I would love a fucking answer to that. Can somebody give me a fucking valid answer for that? Because there's a whole lot of foolery out here that thinks they have the answer for a lot of shit, but I know they don't got the answer for that one. So when they come up with an answer for that, maybe I'll shut the fuck up. But since there isn't one, I'll continue. You've changed my perspective and outlook, and I'm reading the comment on life in the best possible way. I wouldn't have over a 15-year staking duration. Well, I guess you just got 15.2 if it wasn't for your streams. Well, all right. But, understand what you're doing and how you want to do it. Because that's the whole point, right? If a 15-year stake is exactly what you want, then that's the point. But you got to understand what you're doing. And that's just the backup point. Because what are we doing pretending like buying the dip every day isn't a win? Especially during a bear market when nothing is going up. You're making some X's here and there is cute. But at the end of the day, you kind of should have been doing that, bro. Like, why are people acting like something changed 4 months ago? The only thing that changed was PulseChain launch, and your dumbass should have been doing what you should have been doing with PulseChain launch, which is what motherfuckers talked about years ago. So the fact that you don't remember and you're acting brand new is your own fucking problem. Because guess what? 2+ years of fucking testnet is more than enough for my motherfucking ass. And I don't have to keep rehashing 2-year-old shit with motherfuckers. Like, I'm not a 20-minute YouTuber. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. So just because you happen to find yourself doing that every fucking week don't mean I gotta do it. Don't need to. I have a brain. I use it. Try to do the same thing. I don't know. It's one of these things where people think that because they operate a certain way, other motherfuckers gotta operate that way too. And it's funny because that's not how it goes. Yeah, choose, bro. Big leagues or bitch leagues. It's pretty much how it's going down. I mean, it's kind of how it works. Because at the end of the day, what do you want? To watch other motherfuckers living their dream, or do you want to live yours? Very simple choice in my mind. So yeah, you know, what are we trying to do? What is this point of this crypto thing? You know, what's the point of it? We can talk about stake, hex, and chill all day because that's the optimal strategy, right? But why? That's what most people fail to realize. Crypto exists because fiat is a problem, not because it's a solution. So the idea should be to get people to learn what crypto is, why it exists, because why do we have it anyway? I mean, this is the thing that really pisses me off about the Furu batch of motherfuckers that are out here. They're out here complaining, talking about they need to make money, but yet they don't understand the fucking problem as to why they need to make money. Yo, I don't give a fuck that you need to make money, bro. The fact that you don't fucking understand why is the fucking problem, you dumb motherfucker. And I'm tired of explaining it. And these are motherfuckers that have been around pretending to be leading community. Bitches ain't leading shit but the motherfuckers of the goddamn money pit. Because the motherfuckers that following them, what are they doing? Following after the fact. They're not following in there with them. And that's how it works. And that's what the clowns on Twitter don't see. Now, this is a long game. This is not for everybody. That's why so many people wash out, because you have to be mentally strong to succeed in markets. Just like pretty much anything in life. You just can't be a bitch and expect to think it's going to work out without some adversity or friction. Nothing in life is that way. Anything worthwhile takes a while. Period. That's why buying Bitcoin in 2010 and ignoring it until 2020 was the move. Like I don't understand. Like the chart is in your face. You want to look at a 2-year chart, that's your problem. You're going to suffer the consequences of that perspective. Nobody else. Because everybody else got the long-term scope on. Everybody else is a long-range sniper. You out here walking around with a 9 milli maybe. Probably a fucking 22 like a little bitch. That's what you're doing. That's really what's going on. We got guys like me walking around with 50 cal Berettas and shit you never heard of. And then bitches walk around with 22s and little pop shots and single shot shit and all that. And these are the guys that think, they're gonna make it. Nah, you're not making it, bro. You ain't even making it to the party. You gone before you even get on the block. Miles before you even get on the block, because you can't see the shot coming. And that's how life works. I mean, that's just how it is. Ask anybody that's found success. They'll tell you. Ask them. So let's see what we got going on over here in the chat. Let's see here. Yep. It's interesting, man. I'm still taking both sides. Like my retirement depends on it, because it does. Yeah, and that's the interesting part, bro. Everybody's fucking retirement depends on this shit. And my man Westcott Crypto just fucking what's good, homie? Oh, you on mute, bro. Nah, you still on mute, bro. So yeah, that's kind of the whole thing. You just jump in there. Yeah, you good. You just jump in there whenever you get your shit straight. But that's the whole thing about this crypto thing, right? Everybody talking about money, 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 but they're not really thinking straight, right? And all the time while I've shilled Hex, there we go. I think we got some action. Nah, that was Fugazi. Damn, what the fuck? Refresh the page. That might be it. Um, the whole time while I've been talking about Hex, everybody's missed the most important part, which is stake that shit. Doesn't matter if you bought it at 50 fucking cent. You best have had staked it. Otherwise, I don't know why you're talking to me. You can get the fuck out my fucking face, because you missed the most important part of what I said. So these are the people that are out here running around acting like they're doing you a favor by existing. They're out here misleading you, lying to you, pretending to be knowledgeable. I mean, these are people that just look like feds to me, no matter how you cut them and slice them and dice them. These motherfuckers is walking around looking like feds. They're telling you to make the wrong moves. They talking about fuck RH, but I love RH. What? Nah, you sounding like a fucking fed, bro. You looking like a fucking fed. You smelling like a fucking fed. So you must be a fucking fed. That's where I'm at with most of these cats. Now, I don't know how many of you guys got experience dealing with these two-sided motherfuckers, but they never add up. And that's what you got in all these furus out here. A bunch of two-faced, wannabe kumbaya motherfuckers that snipe Richard Hart, never defend him, shit talk his work, but then act like their work is gold. When all their work is predicated upon all the shit he's done. And then on top of that, you got all these other guys that haven't even accomplished anything. They just online talking shit. And they think they got some type of clout or something to stand on. I mean, it's a joke, yo. You on Twitter, bro. You was a nobody. It don't matter how many followers you got. I'm sorry. That shit's a lie. Don't let Elon fucking lie to you, bro. Like, that shit is irrelevant. And you gotta understand that. Because at the end of the day, even if you do get paid from your Twitter engagement, even if, nobody gives a fuck. Cause that shit don't matter in the real world. And that's what's hard for you online motherfuckers to understand, because you don't live in the real world. Nah, man, you still mute. What's up with your shit, bro? You never have no issues. Check it though. Nah, still ain't coming through. Uh, you know, the decisions you make in your 20s will reverberate in your 40s. The decisions you make in your 30s will reverberate in your 50s, and so on and so forth. So when we're out here talking about making long-term decisions, and you got all the rest of these fuckheads in the shantytown bootleg community talking about making 2-minute decisions, 2-week decisions, 2-month decisions, you got to understand they're not there to support you in your long-term mission. And that's okay, but you got to understand what you're doing when you're out there playing those games. That is all. At the end of the day, nothing else matters except your pocket and how you're doing. Because nobody else is going to come and do for you. And I think that that's the biggest lesson in all this internet shit that people just don't really take away. Right? Because what do we see? We see a bunch of wannabe Hexicans in the community. That's what we see. Real quick. And the fakeness, there's no consequences for being fake. It's the internet. These people are gonna learn when they make the decisions that they're talking about. And excuse me while I take a sip. Pretending to be cool, because eventually you lie to yourself enough that you're not really being legit with your thought process, and you just start doing the dumb shit that you talking about. So, you know, talk is cheap, motherfucker. I don't know how else to say it. And a lot of guys can't do anything else but talk shit on the internet because they have nothing to show for anything in their lives. Like, yo, at least I've been to war, bro. What the fuck? And survived multiple times. What the fuck have you done besides sit on Twitter and talk shit? And this is the net of what these cats is talking. I mean, Not even in 20s, really in 20 seconds. Not in their 20s, but in 20 seconds. This is the net result. But Wells, if I can't get rich in 20 seconds, that means the product is trash. Yeah, this is the net result of these people and their thinking. It's wild. I mean, these are the people that think they're going to be millionaires in 2, 3, 5 years, 10, 15. They're not. Fact. Not. You want to know why? Because any motherfucker that has millions and doesn't know about what to do with them in 5, 10, 15 years, not going to have it. Simple. You don't have a plan for it. You have no intention of keeping it. You're thinking for the next 2 weeks. Very simple. And let me tell you something. It's even worse if you out here got your shit squared away and you're telling others to jump off the bridge. You're no better. You're even worse. So if you're just perpetrating a fraud in public, how are you better? You're not. And this is what we see, right? This is what we see. And look, I'm all about 100% stake, right? Because that was my whole thing. Because we got lucky enough to have Hex be so good. And I don't think people get this. Hex is so important to everything going on, period. That Richard, a guy that's been retired since 2005 or some shit, felt compelled to have to build PulseChain and PulseX. He had to because Ethereum fucking sucks. It does. And when I first got into Hex, I fucking hated that it was on Ethereum. Hated it. It was the biggest detractor for me. So much so that when I first got into Hex, I was fucking around in the Discord and I would always shit talk that. And people would give me shit because I didn't understand the contract yet. Very important to understand that little last sentence I said right there. Because what most people don't know and don't relay about Hex is that it's a portable contract. If ETH blows up, it literally doesn't fucking matter. You know why? Because all that's going to happen is that code is going to get taken, it's going to get ported somewhere else and turned on somewhere else. Done. Problem solved. None of these food rules that you fucking out there interacting with online even talk about that. I don't even know if they know. I don't know. You can ask them if you want. Odds are them dumbasses don't fucking know anything. So, I mean, there's people in the Shantytown community that are huge, quote unquote, hexagons. They don't know shit about hex. I define a hexagon by how much you actually know about the fucking thing that you profess to be about. And fact of the matter is 99% of these motherfuckers ain't really hexagons. They're not. They talk shit about Richard. They talk shit about Hex. But they know they gotta hold that motherfucker. Otherwise, why the fuck they still around the community talking shit? Because they fucking know better. That's why. Real simple. Don't be fooled by these duplicitous cocksuckers. They around because they know they gotta be. And they gotta deal with motherfuckers like me. And they hate it. Because I don't give a fuck. I don't wear knee pads. Never have, never will. Don't need to brown nose nobody. I don't give a fuck about bitch boy and what he got going on. I don't give a fuck about being interviewed by no fucking homo. None of that. I don't need none of that. But guess what I got? All the information, they don't because they're too busy being bitches in high school. Not giving people the information they need to have in order to find success, which is a major problem because the stakes are extremely high. Very high in crypto. All you gotta do is get crypto right one time and your life changes. I'm playing for the, not even the gold. I'm playing for some shit that don't exist. That's how I'm playing this game. And that's why people can't really fuck with me. Because you either see it or you're too stupid to. And most people are honestly too stupid to. And that's okay. Because I'm here to educate. That's what it's about. It's about sharing information, because what you can't see, you can't see. That's the only way to get smarter. That's why you have to keep an open mind. That's why I even call myself stupid, because I am. Everybody's stupid to a certain degree. You have to be. But understanding that is how you move forward. Because if you knew everything, you wouldn't be watching any streams. You wouldn't be searching any information. You would just be doing whatever it is you wanted to do. And that would be that. But you're not living that life. And that's what's true. That's why you're watching these streams. That's why you're on YouTube. You're not living. You're trying to. Important to understand, because that's a fact, not an opinion. When you look across the spectrum of what gets views on YouTube, that also provides further evidence to substantiate the statement that was just made. Do your research. The world is out there for you to take part in it. So if you want to live it behind the screen, that is on you. Don't get mad at those that choose not to and choose to educate on the back end of that, because you're just going to look like a fucking dumbass. Believe. Because what people don't know that do that kind of shit is that the people that their fan base is just a bunch of retards like them. So they're not really winning. They're just looking stupid. And that's what's true. Because anybody that has two brain cells and can rub them together understands what's being said over here. So this is what leads me to my next point. If this guy that's talking on the screen right now is really being genuine and is only giving factual, verifiable information, why are all these people so mad at this guy? Is it really how he says it, or is it really the fact that he's doing it? And either they don't want him to do it, or they can't or won't do it. Interesting. And this is why I suspect that these people are actors. And you got to understand what I mean when I say actors. You can frame them however you want, but they're not who they say they are. Because why so much interest in getting people to learn the wrong information? Wow. Important things to think of, because you have a lot of people trying to get your attention, because that's all they can get from you online is your attention, to get you to think a certain way, right? And that's important, because why the desire to get you to think a certain way that's not really in your best interest? Why? Why not give you the bits of information that are going to allow you to make the decision for yourself to benefit you? Why the impulse to guide your decision a certain way or another? These are the things that you guys got to think about as you watch people on the internet, because again, these people, you don't know them. You don't know anything about them. They're all actors to you in reality. It doesn't matter if they're showing you their face or not. You don't know who these people are. You don't know their agenda. You don't know what their mission is. You don't know anything about them. And these are the things you got to remember as you're watching stuff on the internet. All right, my homie West got back. Let's see if we can get a go on this. Hey, baby.
Let's go. It's working now, huh?
Oh, third time go.
Whoa. The power cord plugged out. I didn't even notice.
I knew it was some bullshit. There's always some simple shit.
Never happened before, bro. Never happened.
But that's why. That's how you know it's some simple shit, because it's some bullshit. You always good.
Right.
Yeah. You know it's some bullshit. How you doing, brother?
I'm chilling, man. How you doing, man? What's up, bro?
Oh, I'm great, bro. I'm living life. You know, I'm I'm feeling
Hmm.
great. I got all the weed I want. I'm talking to my people.
Yeah, man.
I'm about to make some moves. Life is good, man. Life is good. My bag keeps growing. People out here thinking it's not like it's funny, but
Bro, it's
before we was even 30 days up, I think I had already 4x my bag, bro. Like, and mind you, I'm speaking from a using only 25% of my bag.
right,
So everybody else kiss my ass.
right. It's just like when I first came into the community, I sat back, I'm watching everybody, and I'm like, oh man, yeah, these guys are smart. Some of these
Mhm.
guys are really smart. And then like over time, it's just like, yo, these are the biggest idiots I ever seen in my life.
Right.
Like, yo,
Unfortunately, yeah.
it's not that complicated, y'all.
Nah, it's not.
It's
But
it's
but
it's
but that's
yeah,
what's crazy. But that statement right there, bro, is what's crazy to me because it's not complicated. We understand the problem is the actual money that we gotta use. What we
right.
getting paid in because when we go to the store, what happens? Yo, the prices is high. Period. I went out this morning, brother. I got some fucking breakfast. I must have spent $20. Breakfast.
Bro.
Cause I
Yes.
didn't go to fucking Mickey D's and no bullshit like that. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying?
Bro, McDonald's is $25. What you
Well,
mean?
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't go to them joints, but I'm
Bro,
assuming niggas is getting like sausage,
nah,
egg, and biscuit 2 for $3. I don't fucking know, man.
it's no more dollar menu, dog. It's like a $5 menu now.
Oh
It's like the
shit.
cheapest thing is like $3.50. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's nuts,
okay.
bro.
Well, there you go. Point made.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't even know.
yeah,
So there
it's
you
bad.
go. All right. So boom. Case in point.
Yeah.
They ain't nowhere to hide anymore. You can't even get a fucking hamburger for $1.
No, you can't get a hamburger for a
You
dollar.
can't even. You used to be able to do that.
Yeah,
You used to be able to do that. You can't even do that no more.
bro.
Damn,
Times
yo.
change,
If you
dog.
ain't got the hookup for the crack of the fence, you sucking out here nowadays, bro. Because how you making that extra side hustle money?
Yo, it's bad out here and it's getting worse. And
Yes,
look,
yes,
man,
it is.
it's clearly you can see it's showing in people, man. People are hurting right now.
Oh yeah,
Like big
yeah,
time, bro.
yeah.
Like and when you see people calling out RH, it's always the same story. You either got blocked or unfollowed, bro. And now you just
Yo, let's talk about that shit. How is it?
bro,
We got all these grown ass quote unquote men
yes.
complaining about getting unfollowed on social media. Yo, grow the fuck up. Reason down like you actually got a pair. If not, go buy a pair because apparently they giving them out for free if you a female and shit. So if you're a dude, you should be able to get first in line if you ain't got a pair. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? Like help
it's
yourself out.
and 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 on top of that, we're outnumbered now. So like it's like the whole cornball committee is
Oh
uniting
yeah. Mm.
and coming together.
Well, that's the main reason I'm talking shit on Twitter now because
Yeah,
it's too
yeah.
much.
It's too
It's too
much.
much. I can't just be quiet no more and ignore these clowns.
I'm not letting certain things I can't let slide. I gotta
Right.
call it out.
That's where I'm at. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's why
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
all you motherfuckers saying A, but y'all doing B, like, fuck y'all, man. Cause y'all some corny ass motherfuckers. All y'all do is talk shit about RH, talk shit about the products, not projects, products.
Yes, yes.
Pretend that you don't understand how markets work. Get motherfuckers to dump their bags so they can buy your bullshit. And you see it in the chart. Because
Hmm.
guess what's up? Everything else, but not PulseChain, PulseX, or Hex.
Yep, yep. I mean, yo, people been doing it wrong this whole time, and that's why they're hurting. You weren't listening. You FOMO'd in. You don't have any dry powder left. You're upset. You did it wrong, bro. You can't blame nobody but yourself. Stop coming for RH. It's got nothing to do with RH. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? It's simply you are you wrecked or are you impatient? You know what I'm saying? It's
A
it's it's
little bit
it's
of
one of
both.
the two.
Most is a little bit of both in most
You know,
cases.
wrecked is a state of mind, bro. Like
Ah, I
wrecked is a
got you.
state of
I
mind. You know what I'm
got you. My
saying? Like
bad. My
people
bad.
think
I thought you meant literally.
no. Like,
I
well,
got you
yeah,
now. I got no. I got
mentally,
you now. I got you now. No, because it can be a state of mind, and when we
right.
look out there, motherfuckers is definitely wrecked mentally.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
wrecked, emotionally wrecked,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
just
They
destroyed.
are. Yeah.
Just destroy. Like, bro, I'm chilling. I'm upgrading my studio.
Bro,
I'm buying my kid, taking care of my kids. I'm living life, bro. And these dudes are like, they're hurt, they're upset. All they can do is complain. All they can do is cry.
online of all
And
things.
I sat back and watched it, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But now the attacks of our I'm not going for it, bro. We're
Yeah,
not.
because this is what's funny. We
Yeah.
we're going out of our way to defend our age.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else is. Everybody else is just letting it slide. All your favorite influencers, wink, wink,
And y'all
are
supporting
letting
them,
it
y'all.
are letting it slide, and y'all supporting them. Yep.
Y'all encouraging these dudes. You're enabling these dudes.
Enabling the RH hate. The whole community is, and I don't even think people
We
understand
not
that.
going for that, bro. Because when stuff turns around, bro, like don't try to jump back on our side either, bro. Like I see everything. I remember everything.
Well, that's why I cut off so many people. I don't
Yeah,
stream with none of the motherfuckers no more. None of that because there's gonna
I
be
see
clear
why.
cut. There's gonna be clear cut motherfucking lines, bitch. Everybody gonna know who the boss is once
Yes.
motherfuckers is what they supposed to be. Ain't gonna
Hmm.
be no confusion. So motherfuckers can keep playing this little gay ass game all they want.
Absolutely. I love it. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to be cool. Let's not celebrate in the bull run. You go that way. I'm going this way.
Well,
That's
here's the
it.
thing: all the celebrating already happened, right? It
Mhm.
happened in 2021,
Right.
and this is the thing. What happened thereafter is the crucible event, so to speak, right?
Mhm.
It's what would happen in an event of desperation where bad shit only happens. And we've already seen what
Right.
happens when bad shit only happens.
Yes. Yes.
Motherfuckers bitch up, bend over, and take it in the ass. So we
Right.
don't need none of y'all, actually. Y'all ain't part of the community. You think you might be.
Bro, if
You're
we
not.
was at war and all you motherfuckers are turning on the
But that's the
general,
thing, bro. We are at war.
it, that- so we'd all be dead. If we got people on our own side turning against the general, we're all dead, bruh. Like, what are you doing?
But
What are
bro,
you fudding?
that's exactly the point.
Yo, shout out to B Weezy too. And that is exactly right. The females in the community are acting more manly. Bro, I
Mhm.
haven't seen one female capitulate or call out RH or have a panic attack or change their profile
None
and
of that
and
whole shit. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's the realest thing ever, bro. That's the realest comment ever, bro.
Yep, that's why I haven't taken it down. It's so
Yo,
ridiculous, man. Because
from
the
yeah,
thing is that it impacts everybody else because the perception becomes a certain type of perception. You know
right,
what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, well, these dudes are saying this. I don't see nobody else saying anything to the contrary. What the fuck? So that
bro.
becomes a perception. You know what I'm saying? And we can't have that because even though the internet is fake, people come to the internet for information. And if
Right,
that's all they see, then that's
right,
all they're gonna see. So that's why we can't have that, so to speak, right? So that's
right.
why when these motherfuckers start acting like hoes online, they gotta get G checked because it might
Yeah,
not be
man.
prison, but we're gonna treat it like it because you want some whole
Yeah.
shit.
Certain
We have
ones
to. We have to. Yeah.
certain ones I ghost only because I know that's what they want. They
Oh yeah,
want
no,
my
no, no.
attention.
Yeah, no. Them
They
motherfuckers.
want my attention. But other ones I'm just coming for. Because like, imagine KDP tweeting out, oh man, RH is a hypocrite because he said Satoshi was hiding and now he's out. Imagine KDP say like she's smart enough to not say
I
that
don't even
goofy shit.
understand where this notion of this dude hiding is coming from. I don't
He's
even
tweeting
understand this shit.
every day.
Like motherfuckers just saying shit like that let you know they stupid as fuck.
Yes, but Wills, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought these dudes had brains, bro.
Nah,
Like,
bro. They just fake. They fake. They
why am
fake.
I
They fake. They
smarter than
fake.
you? What?
They just well, this is again. Is it that they're dumb or are they feds? That's where I'm at with this shit because yo, you can't be that fucking stupid and pretend to be smart and then think you can shit talk me in real life. Like, bro, you just playing yourself because if
bro,
we was in person, my nigga, you wouldn't be saying shit. You wouldn't be
bro.
saying shit. None
I,
of these motherfuckers would be talking. They'd be in a little faggot ass corner with a little clique talking to themselves. That's what they be doing because that's what they did in high school. Because only
yes,
online do motherfuckers get loud that was quiet in high school. Because you don't hear me fucking talking mad shit online. And
quiet
bitch,
in the
I was making niggas cry in high school. So don't tell me nothing about fucking high school. Because
yes,
I did it already. So this
yes,
is the thing. Motherfuckers out here pretending online, bro, and you can see it.
man. I look like I came here to be the happy, fun,
Mm-hmm.
dumb guy. And now I'm sitting here like, man, I gotta be the smart guy because these idiots are
Yeah,
ruining the game, bro. Like, why do
that's
I gotta put my brain to work? You know what I'm
but
saying? I
that's
came
the
here to.
problem. It shouldn't be this hard, bro.
It shouldn't be this
Cause
hard,
it's
yo.
not. It's like a four-step problem. Bad money, precipitated crypto, Bitcoin did A to B. Now we got Hex, which is better. Buy and stake Hex. Five steps, bro.
Buy and stake Hex and let all these scumbags pump their bags on whatever shitcoin just to buy up our bags that we've been accumulating from the start.
Right, right.
It's like, thank
What?
you, I guess. Like
Yeah, okay.
you could have just did what we was doing, but we'll take you buying our bags later. Don't
Sure.
let the price run off on you.
Good luck. And that is
When
the
that starts
risk.
to happen, oh
That's the
man.
risk because they can't sell their bags fast enough.
Oh
They
man.
lost. They lost whatever bags they did have because here's the thing. Let's think about it like this. Let's say you started off with a billion pulse. Let's
Mhm.
say over the past 4 months you've grown that billion to 10 billion,
Yeah.
right? And let's
Mhm.
say you think you're gonna split all that up, 3 billion pulse here, you keeping 3 billion going to pulse X, right?
Right.
Boom. Then all of a sudden everything just starts shooting up. But you're
Right.
in all this other shit. All this other shit.
Scrambling.
Yo, but hold on, my nigga, because in crypto, there is no motherfucking scrambling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Unless you got a
Smack.
single, nah, not even that. Unless you got some script that can do mad transactions at once for you, you
Yes.
cannot scramble, bro. You are fucked. Because
You're
you can
gonna be
only do one
Mhm.
transaction at a time.
You're gonna get smacked heavy.
So what if you're in fucking like 6 coins?
Bro, people are telling me, oh man, I could trade this coin and get 100 million
Like,
pulse right
bruh,
now, but I'd rather just hold this coin and let it grow. It's like, okay, it's one
listen,
thing to
son.
say you can do something and actually do it.
Exactly.
If you don't grab that 100 million pulse now,
You ain't
keep
gonna
playing.
have it. You ain't
Keep
gonna have
playing.
it. You ain't gonna have it.
Before you know it,
It ain't there.
thank you.
It's gone. It's gone. Look, bro. I remember, and this is just because this is all the experience I got. I remember when motherfuckers was lining up to go to war, bro. I was shook.
Mhm.
Period. I was trying to find every which fucking possible way to get out that fucking deployment. You couldn't
Right.
tell me I couldn't get out that shit until I was
Yeah.
over there. Period. You know what I'm saying? I was
Right.
trying. Even as I was trying to get on, even as they was taking us to that fucking plane, bro, I was trying. I swear to God. Yeah, it
Man.
was brutal, bro. It was brutal because I knew it was about to pop up. Anyway,
Ooh.
so it didn't happen, obviously.
Right.
I get over there, and what do I discover? And I didn't really realize it really like that up until later on in life, but what I discover is I was running away from nothing. That's
Mhm.
what I discovered because once I got out there, I was a fucking performer. I
Right.
wasn't no weak sauce motherfucker.
Right.
And
Right.
it's just because, well, I already grew up in that shit. How much more different could it fucking really be at all? It's just guns and shit. You're just swapping street clothes for uniform. Big whoop. Same shit.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
it's more and it's more organized, blah, 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 blah. Point is, I was running away from nothing because
Yeah.
you just don't know until you know.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So the point there is people are out here thinking that things are gonna be one way,
Right.
not understanding that they're not looking forward at all.
Right. Right. Yep.
Because that 100 million pulse you talking about, it's elusive. It's not really 100 million pulse. And people don't understand that because
That's
that
the
100 million pulse, they're not in your wallet. That's
thank
just
you.
that's just an accounting, right? That's literally just an accounting.
Thank you. It ain't in your don't tell me what you can do. Tell me what you did. Because
Exactly.
that, like you said, bro, before you know it, it's gone.
On.
It happens quick.
This is the saying that comes to mind.
Yeah.
You do things when you can, not when you have to.
Thank
Like
you.
if your goal was
Wow.
100 million pulse, cash that 100 million pulse out. If it was 10 billion, cash that 10 billion. Like do it strategically so you're not letting the market dictate to you when you have to do it. And
Bro.
that takes experience and time and discipline because a lot of people don't understand that you just cannot do what you want when you are ultimately being forced to do it. At that point, it's too late already. That's just what it is.
Man, the clock is ticking. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
right.
That
But
clock is
it's always
always ticking.
ticking.
It's always
It's
ticking.
always ticking. You know, like people are now looking at the copies. You know, I talked about the copies, bro, at the launch of Pulse Chain. I talked
Right.
about them a little bit after.
Right.
I talked about them when Pulse Chain was announced.
Right.
Like, I don't know why people are pretending like this is some big secret trade.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry. It's fucking not.
Mm-hmm.
P die, PBT, WBTC, all this shit is old news, bro.
It's old news.
Old motherfucking news. If your bitch ass acting like that shit brand new now, well, I'm sorry, but you fucking with furus, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's all
Good
old
luck.
news, bro.
You know,
Look, this is the shit I'm talking about. No, I'm not buying it because I bought it fucking months ago. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, how am I supposed to respect people
maybe
that aren't even,
selling it.
yo, they're not even playing the game. But this is the
Right.
problem, bro. Motherfuckers are out here pretending like they're on the court and they're on the fucking bleachers.
Yes.
You can't talk to a baller when you're not even on the fucking court, my nigga. Get the fuck out my face. And that's the problem. That's the shit you see online. A bunch of motherfuckers that
Absolutely.
ain't playing the game, pretending to play because all they can do is talk.
Bingo. Bingo. A lot of talking, bro. That's all they can do is talk.
Like, look
You
at this
know?
corny ass loser. I
What are you gonna-
just spoke about this. You're wrecked because you're stupid, bro. Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
bruh. Whales ain't wrecked nobody. No one, bruh. No
Stake
one
it.
is
You should have
wrecked.
staked it, you dumb fuck. How about
Thank
that?
you.
And now you're in a timeout.
You're not
Schmuck.
wrecked. You're impatient. You screwed yourself up.
Straight
Okay.
up.
You should
Straight
have
up.
staked. You should have took profits. You should have done something.
Exactly.
You were a goofball and you messed
Exactly.
your life up.
Pretty much.
Now, if you would DCA and get your average down and be patient, maybe you could help yourself. But you want to cry instead and blame people and point the finger. Bro, if you want to say whales wrecked people, you also got to mention whales saved a bunch of people. You understand? Like that's
Apparently
the
not.
part nobody wants to talk about.
No, apparently not.
Bro, I'm only here because of your streams, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you brought a lot. Look at all the people live right now. I mean, come on, dog. It's for a
Nah,
reason.
that shit happened by itself. That nobody had any input on that. That shit just magically happened.
And then
Had,
I see
had
the
nothing to do with
list,
anybody else.
the gold key list,
Ah,
and I'm like, where's Wales only? Like, what, are you
yeah.
kidding
Look,
me?
bro. I gotta tell you guys again.
That's
Personally, people know I don't give a fuck about nothing like that. But still,
at all.
it just goes to show that you have
Yeah.
to be very, very vigilant and mindful of where you get your information from and who you interact with. Because why
You
would that
cannot
guy exclude the main guy?
you cannot have a list of the top hex streamers and not have Wales only on the
Pretty
list.
much. Pretty. And I'm not the type of dude to pat myself on the back, but it's just a fact.
It's just a fact. That's
It's
all.
just a fact. It's just a fact.
It's just a fact.
So that begs the question: what is his aim? What is his agenda in the community? Because he don't add no value. All he do is put out dumbass tweets.
Man, look, man.
Lots of misinformation in there.
It's just interesting, bro. I feel like if we compared this to the army and we were going to war, I would be in the army like, okay, I'm gonna go here so I could get a free education. I'm gonna go here so I could do something that's gonna take care of my bills. I could retire early. I'm not really trying to kill people and shoot. I'm just trying to ride this way. And then you get there and the bullets start flying and you see all these bitches around you. And you're like, shit, if I don't turn into Rambo, we all gonna fucking die.
What happened to me, brother?
And that's how I feel.
What happened to me.
Bruh, I gotta be Rambo in crypto now because
Yep.
if I don't step up, if you don't step up, if ATX, if Disciple, if the Crypto Wonder don't step up, this whole thing is gonna crumble with these scumbags clowning RH or coming for RH.
Yep.
It's
Literally.
disgusting, bruh. We're not
crazy,
having it.
Nah,
We're not having it.
And that's why we can sit here, talk shit, lay the facts down, and it's all the same.
Mhm.
Because all we're doing is kicking facts. Everybody else is literally lying, trying to get you to make emotional decisions, right? Because what are they doing? Oh, we're making actual money. What the fuck do you mean actual money?
$30, $40, like,
bruh. First of all, if your bitch ass ain't got money by now, and this bear market has been raging for 2 years. You ain't getting no money. So it don't matter who is doing what at
Bro,
all. At all. Like, let's be honest. If you ain't figured it out by 20, it's damn near 2024, brother. It's about to be October, my man. I don't even know where the year went. And cats are acting like there's some magic secret sauce that is making money shit. Like,
I mean, people are bragging and like, oh, I could swap for 100 million pulse right now. That's it. That's
that's
it.
it.
Like,
That's
that's it.
it.
That's it.
Yo.
Okay. I mean, you might grab if that's all you can get, you might want to get that because that ain't nothing to be bragging about. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's a
that's what
joke.
people sacked for. That's what people started with.
Right.
Like, come on, man. Like y'all, yo, it's like again, bro. I thought I like to play dumb,
Right.
and now
Right.
I realize, oh, I can't do it. I gotta actually show I've
Correct.
been educated. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like I'm not
Exactly.
an idiot.
No,
You know,
I
I
mean,
see, bro.
it's
It's
wild.
sad.
It's sad. It's wild because again, you have hours upon hours upon hours of RA streams relaying everything. Then you got everybody else just trying to emulate him and provide the same type of value. How can you hate on that? And that's what we end up seeing. People hating on people doing that. Because if you hating on RH, you hating
Yeah.
on me, you hating on anybody doing anything like that, well, you're hating on greatness, bro. Because we're trying to take the world where it needs to go,
Yep.
where it
Yep.
wants to go, right? Because nobody wants to be paying fucking 200x on eggs year over year. Like that shit is crazy.
Yep. Yep.
I
Yep.
mean, $10 a gallon for milk, $4 a gallon for gas. Like, when does it end?
Oh my
It
God, bro.
doesn't, bro. It's just
It's
getting started. I mean, crude oil is $90 a barrel, $87. I don't even fucking know. It's
what
just getting crazy right now.
what I'm noticing is I used to think, okay, it's gonna come down, inflation gonna go. Now I'm starting, no, it ain't coming down.
Nah, bro,
It-
it's not.
it-
It's sticky.
I notice a lot of jobs and companies they're just raising the wages. Like
Yeah.
UPS just raised the wages
Yo,
to
you can
like
make
30.
6 figures working at UPS. Now I forget that. I really need
Yeah,
to look
but
into that shit.
that's what's they're basically like they're trying to tell us in a sense,
It's
yo,
over.
it
It's
ain't
over.
yeah, it ain't
It's
coming down.
over.
We'll
It's
pay
over.
y'all a little more, but it ain't coming back down.
It's
You
over,
know,
brother. It
it's
is fucking over. Let me throw some charts on this shit because
yeah,
it's really over.
it's
And
over.
I've
It's
been
over.
talking about this shit for dumb long, so long that I don't even care to talk about it no more because it's like y'all motherfuckers still don't get it. Like it's
Yeah,
game over.
right,
Period.
right.
Like that is it. Game
Yep,
over. There is nothing that is gonna stop it from not being over. Like that is it. I don't know how long I've been talking about crude oil going up. I mean, I must
right,
have been
right,
talking about this shit for so long that I was wrong this whole time because that's where we're just going. It's just going up. Like that's just what it's gonna be.
right.
Because geopolitically, that's what the setup is. Monetarily, it's just gonna be the worst thing ever
Man, look,
because what's happening is a couple of things.
right.
Let me see if I can pull this information up here. Actually, uh, crude.
Text my pulse. What's up, bro? I see you, my homie. Man,
Let's see.
shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to all you guys. I see RH Max. Yo, RH Max, when you coming back on the Wales only? I remember, bro. I told that story about the first time I heard RH Max ever was on Wales only. You
Mm.
know, he
He
was
likes to
just.
play with the furus a lot, so he don't fuck with me that much.
Oh man. Oh, come
Yeah,
on,
yeah. Hey,
RH.
bro, it is what it is. He's a kumbaya type of dude. I get it. That's why I don't push him. I'm cool with him, but I let people do what they want to
You
do.
know, yeah. I remember
Yeah.
he was first starting out and he came on here. I like this guy's voice, man. This guy sounds
Yeah, he's
good.
good.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
good, but some people just don't get the war that's being fought.
Oh
I
yeah,
get
it's
it
definitely a war.
entirely. Yeah,
There's
that's why I don't give
definitely
a
a war.
fuck about kumbaya shit.
Yeah, you know
It's
what?
very simple. It's very simple. This is a war. You are either on the side of good or on the side of evil.
That's
Period.
very true.
There ain't no fucking in between. I don't give a fuck what
Like,
your opinion is. I don't.
bro, the tangent stuff, tangent cosine and these scumbags, it's like I don't know about tangent anymore. I
Whatever,
just don't.
bro.
You know,
Yeah, I feel you, man.
you got the Corey Costas interviewing scammers every day. It's just like
I mean, again, some people just have their own desire to be whatever they want to be, and they think that that shit is what makes sense, regardless of the consequences and the repercussions of their actions. They don't give a fuck, you
I
know.
ain't
And at the
bringing
end of the
no
day,
more.
that's
I ain't
just what it
bringing.
is.
I ain't bringing no more projects, no more founders on my show. I just
Yeah, I
ain't doing
mean,
it.
dude, like I told you a long time ago, you know, it came to a point where I had to literally do a stream on why I don't talk about projects because people just do not. And this was years ago already. At this point, you know,
Right,
this was 2021 because
right,
motherfuckers just do not get it.
right.
And they clearly have no intent on getting it, or they just are feds. Because again, do we really need 4,000 coins on Pulse Chain? Pulse Chain, bro.
4,000.
Exactly, man. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. You sound stupid every time you open your fucking mouth and send a tweet. Just shut the fuck up and
We need
just
projects. We need
shut the fuck
builders. We
up.
need coins. We got
Shut the fuck up.
4,000. What
Nah,
more do you
no,
need?
we need more for mass adoption, bro. Stop hating, my nigga. Stop hating. We need 10,000. Fuck.
Oh yeah, it's incredible, man.
Fucking dumbest narrative in the history of narratives, bro.
It's
Dumbest shit ever.
incredible
It's
stuff.
fucking dumb. So check this out. What is this chart saying? This is weekly U.S. ending stocks of crude oil in the SPR. Uh, Supply Petroleum Reserve, some shit like that. I can't remember what S stands for. Stock Petroleum Reserve. Yeah. So SPR stands for Stock Petroleum Reserve. So essentially, what we're supposed to have, which is what would make sense if you were managing a country, if you really think about it for 2 seconds, is a store of petroleum or crude petroleum in case the shit ever got hairy, because it
Right,
got hairy in the 70s. So the US tried to learn from that. So what we're seeing now is that if you look at the levels that we're at today in 2023, you know, September,
right,
350,000
right,
barrels, which when you think about a country with 350 million people, that ain't shit. So why did we go from 726, 27,000 barrels of crude oil? I mean, that was a max at one point. And then all of a sudden, we just started selling off. And this was the end of the Obama years, I think, right here, right? 2016. Yeah. So
right,
he did what he could to shut that shit down.
right,
Because you guys got to remember, it's been a whole plan, and it's been a multi-decade plan. That's why now it's down here to the point where our military is depleted,
right,
our energy reserves are depleted, our land reserves are depleted, our food reserves are depleted. I mean, our commercial food processing is depleted. I can keep going down the fucking list. Um, you know, our distillate. I mean, everything is depleted in this country, and you know, the number of people that are really aware of that are very few, unfortunately. And it takes all of us to really get this message out there as much as possible.
right.
Because again, you know, this is a war. And no matter who says what out there on the internet, that war is going to be brought to their fucking neck,
Yeah,
period. Even if it's in a tweet,
yeah,
because that's just where we're at, folks. It's sad to say it, but you can have fun, but have fun on your own fucking time, not on mine. That's really what it boils down to. Because if you're not
yeah,
going to participate in this war, then just get out the way. Because it is
yep,
a war at the end of the day.
yep, yep. It is definitely a war. It's a war going on, man.
I mean, it's right here in your face. We talking about
Disgusting.
50 fucking percent reduction in the energy reserves of a nation. You know, show me another country that's got this issue. Oh, they're all Western. Yeah, that's the fucking ticket, right? So, how is it that all these countries are in the same situation once again, right? And again, folks, it's like I've been teaching you guys from the start. The enemy does all these things in concert. So when you're not really paying attention, it's kind of happening under your nose all at the same time, all across the realm. You
Yep.
don't even have a clue, like with the digital ID shit and all that. All of this stuff, and I tweet it out every day, and I know nobody's paying attention because those tweets don't get any engagement. They're not about
Oh yeah.
hex. Nobody gives a fuck. So when you find yourself at the DMV having to fucking get some ID, you don't understand why. Remember me, because I was sure as
Abs-
hell tweeting about it. Yeah.
Absolutely. You know,
Uh-huh.
and that's what I love, man, because people think, oh man, you should just you should just stick to music and don't tweet because you're not going to get engagement. Bro, I'm not here for engagement, bro.
Right.
I'm not here for. I'm
That's the
here to be
same
real,
shit. That's the same shit I used to get
bro.
at the beginning, brother.
That is not the point. It's not the
Precisely.
point. The point is to say what's real. Like
However
yeah,
it comes out. Because sometimes you do it in a music video,
yeah.
sometimes you do it in a motherfucking stream. But guess
There it
what?
goes.
That's how it happens. Sometimes you do it in a tweet with a
Yep,
picture. And that's it.
yep.
Like however it happens is how it fucking happens. And people don't get that. Like
Yeah, man.
this is not like planned and strategized. We just doing this.
Bro, it's like it's just we couldn't just sit here and allow these things to continue without challenging it, and the hex community is going to have to get used to things being challenged. We're not
Oh,
just going to
all day.
let you run amok.
Yeah,
you know
nah. You can scrap
rh
that shit.
rh step back for a second, and we going to protect the throne until he gets back to it. That's it.
100%. It's real simple.
Yeah.
It's interesting because people pretend to not understand what's going on. And, RH has been really, really clear from day one on being able to launch it as soon as he could
Mm-hmm.
and then continuing to perfect it.
Mm-hmm.
So, this narrative of him disappearing, oh boy.
Bro, he could have done that a long time ago.
Exactly. So, I don't understand why all these furu clowns on that list keep that narrative going. Isn't that interesting? Come on,
Oh,
interesting.
bro.
I haven't even looked at that list. Now I gotta look at that list. I gotta look at that list.
People are bored. People think they're smart. People are following people who think they're smart. People are so easily manipulated, bro. That's all
Uh-huh.
that's going on is
100%.
manipulation.
Yeah,
And
100%.
goofballs are falling for
But
it.
this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. If this shit is strictly digital, people know there's no consequences for their actions and repercussions. How could
Right.
this not be something where we can't surmise that we got feds within the community?
Right.
Because it sure looks like that to me. And I got tons of experience that points me in that fucking direction. Because let me tell you, people are dumb, but they ain't that fucking dumb.
I don't know, bro. I'm starting
Hey,
to think.
I
I'm
don't
starting
know,
to think,
man. I
bro.
don't know, bro.
You know what? I think they're smart, but I think their emotions are clouding their,
Maybe, bro. I don't know.
I-
I'm not buying it.
the emotions are
I
crazy.
always assume the worst.
Oh,
It hasn't
bro.
failed me yet.
Well, pay attention to the fact that all the people that are doing this are all the people that got either blocked or unfollowed by RH. Every single one of them.
Well, what's interesting are the people that don't support and should be supporting, or
Mhm.
have switched sides. Those are really more the people I'm focused on, but it all does stem from those folks you just mentioned. It all
Bro,
stems from that. Yeah.
if RH unfollowed me today, bro, I same tune. I'm not switching the tune.
Bruh,
You
I'm
know,
amazed he still follows me.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yo, you know what it is? He follows people who aren't scum. So if
Right.
RH blocked or unfollowed, you're scum.
Pretty
That's
much.
all that is.
A character flaw. You don't have any integrity. That's all that means.
He doesn't follow people because they know about Hex. He follows good people. That's it. Go look
Right.
at who he's following. Chances are that's a legitimate good follow.
Now this
That
faggot
person.
ass motherfucker's getting racist. Funny.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Goofballs, of
it's
course.
cool. It's cool. Racist motherfuckers never phase me because in real life they don't amount to shit. Again, and this is why the internet is irrelevant because
I didn't
it's
even
full of
see the
motherfuckers
comment.
like, oh yeah, it don't even matter. Because again, it don't
know,
matter.
I welcome that shit. I
At
love
the
that
end of the
shit.
day, motherfuckers is learning from me. They ain't learning from you, bitch.
Well,
So keep typing on YouTube.
well, that's what bothers people is that the majority of people standing up for RH are people like us. You know what I'm saying?
Apparently,
And
apparently.
that's and they didn't like
Pussy
the
hurt
outrage.
much?
They didn't like the outrage marketing. They didn't like the Gucci. They didn't like the, what I mean? It makes sense. I'm starting to understand what's going
I
on
guess
here,
you're
man.
right because they definitely didn't like none of that hood
They didn't
shit,
like none of that.
but it
It
worked.
wasn't perfect, but I didn't hate it. I didn't,
It
I
worked.
got what he was doing. It worked.
Hey
It
man, we
worked.
got the biggest, freest advertising from the feds in history. It
It,
worked.
it worked. It
So
worked.
everybody can shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, and take notes. And you go execute something big and make it work instead of talking shit and
Yeah.
coattail riding some other man's work. How about that?
Right, right,
Because
right,
that's
right,
all I'm seeing. A whole bunch of coattail riding, narrative switching, manipulating motherfuckers. That's all I'm seeing.
right, right. Oh, it's bro. When the tables turn, oh man,
Well,
you
they gonna
know,
turn. They always do.
I'm
And
not
that's
gonna
the
let.
thing. That's why you play the long game.
I ain't letting suckers live it down. I have a
Oh
screenshots.
no.
I'm gonna remind everybody this dude was a sucker all throughout the bear
We
market.
got
Yeah,
series of streams to solidify and substantiate even further. What did I
yeah,
tell? Nah, most of the public don't even know this. But
right,
what did I tell you when we first started talking? Bro, I only
right,
stream motherfuckers that's legit. I don't stream motherfuckers that ain't legit. I do not.
right, 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 right,
I
right.
might do it once, but once I learn better, I do better, and that's the whole point of life.
Bro, I used to do the same thing. I mean, bro, I'm on this show, that show, and now I'm like, I don't want to do none of y'all show. Don't DM me. I will if I want to work with you, I'll reach out to you. But I don't, bro. I don't like none of these motherfuckers. It's just nuts. It's nasty.
And
It's
it's nasty
nasty.
because they make it that way because it doesn't have to be that way.
Right.
Because initially, we all used to cross stream. Da 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 da.
We supposed to be on the same team. But
Supposed to be, but
another
it's
thing
not
is
like that.
jealousy, bro. That's another factor. Jealousy,
I
man.
guess, bro. I don't even understand that. So I
Pe-
can't. I can't even process it.
they don't everyone wants a voice, and when they see the power or the voice is leaning towards one side, it rubs them the wrong way. So then
Mm-hmm.
they start taking shots, and
Well, if
it's
that's the case, plenty of motherfuckers jealous of me because I don't even care.
there it goes. There it
You know,
goes.
and that's the sad part. Is like, bro, just take the information, relay it. I don't care how you do it. Just relay it. Because if you don't
Same here.
relay it, I'm gonna talk shit.
That's
That's
all I'm
all.
doing, bro. Just
That's all.
relaying information, bro. I
Yeah.
repeat, we got our own group of people that know what's going on, and we preach that message, bro. And you could take it or leave it. That's it.
Yeah, because you really don't have any other options.
Yeah, bro.
You ain't making up your own. That's for sure.
For me, crypto is simply having a plan and sticking to it,
That's it.
And a lot of people have had 30 plans already. They keep changing their plan because they keep pivoting to this coin, that coin, this founder, that founder, this ecosystem. It's just like, yo, bro, you're not gonna win doing that. You're not
Nah,
gonna win.
nah. And the thing about it is, when you sit, I remember when I first got back into crypto in 2020. I really had the mind frame of trying to, going the VC route. And what that means is you're looking at the landscape, picking the best coins, dumping money in them, and letting them rock.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, what's the problem with that? The problem with that is a there's too many fucking coins because we just on Pulse Chain alone we talking about 4,000.
Right.
Just on Pulse Chain alone we're talking about 4,000. I don't know how many there is on Ethereum. I don't know how many there is on Binance. I can only fucking imagine. And those are just the biggest three. What about all the other ETH fucking copies? Right?
Right. Right.
Like, yo, we're talking about at least 50,000 coins, probably. Like, you really don't get the game if you think you can play Russian roulette with this bitch.
There it goes. Yep.
You
Yep.
can't. You're going to fail, period. It doesn't matter what you think you're doing. You're going to
I mean,
fail.
RH has been the ultimate leader, the ultimate brainiac, genius founder for so long. Y'all think he magically became an idiot overnight?
Yeah,
And
apparently, yes. Apparently, to cut you
acco-
off, yes.
according to everyone on Twitter, he magically became an idiot
Yo, that's a
when
great
Pulse Chain
point.
launched.
Holy shit.
Think about that.
That's a great point, my man.
Everybody was dick riding RH before Pulse Chain launched. The minute it launched, oh man, this guy, oh my god, I hear guys even like Funding Jim, he'll say stuff like, "Well, look, I didn't launch the project. I don't know," as if it's like he's saying like, "I don't fuck with that goofy shit," but it's like
All
he's
right.
like
If I
downplaying
would, this is how I would do it. Like he
right,
fucking
like,
knows.
hey, I didn't launch it, so, and it's just like, bro,
Uh,
aren't we supposed to be riding together and holding each other down?
nah, everybody's out for self, bro.
Everybody's out for self.
Everybody's really
Everybody's
out
out
for
for
self.
every man for themselves.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that.
Right.
Good
Because
luck.
I'm gonna check your asses. Every time you try to walk up in my building, you're gonna get checked and you're gonna get checked at the neck. Good luck.
Hmm. RH just magically is an idiot who got himself wrecked and he's in trouble now and he's not gonna, bro. It's crazy to me, bro. The man is calculated, bro. Everything he does is for a reason. Y'all can't put two and two together.
Oh
I mean,
man,
my God.
it's sad, bro.
I just
But this is again, bro. This is what I'm saying. This is why, yo, if we can figure it out and we not even like them, how is it they can't figure it out? Are they really that dumb? Or are they really that bad at lying?
I just think they're hurt and salty that he unfollowed or blocked them, bro. I really think it's just like
Is it really that TV shit, bro? This
I
reminds me
really
of TV
do.
shit, bro.
I
Like these
really
motherfuckers is really on some high school stabbing them in the back shit.
yeah, bro, they will ride or die until we see the screenshot. RH unfollowed me today.
Yo,
And then the negative tweets
yo,
just follow
like
right
this
after.
shit reminded me of Gossip Girl, bro. You ever seen that shit? I got a
Oh my
sister,
God.
bro. That
Oh yeah.
motherfucker used to make me watch that
Oh, what?
bullshit.
Yeah,
Son.
I was
Oh
watching
my
Gossip Girl.
god.
Laguna. Yeah, look, yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh my god, that shit, yo,
That's
them
a classic.
motherfuckers. That shit is crazy. I had no idea people could even fucking think like
Bro, that's what's going on here, bro.
that.
Like
And you know, it's you're right. It's really that shit.
it's bro, it's like, okay, so I just get an update tweet from freaking Jenkins, right? Jenkins responds to somebody and says, oh, don't worry, Westcott's not one of us anyway. Like he's not a
That's the point. Yeah.
and I'm just like, you're the one fudding Hex, but I'm not one of the
Well,
Hex. Like,
yeah, he's not a Hexagon, so he's right.
he's a
You're not
goofball.
one of them.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not you. I would never want to
yeah,
be whatever you are.
correct.
You're a piece of garbage. That's what you are. I
Right,
never want to be that
correct. Accurate.
scumbag.
It's funny, right?
She's pure
What's
scumbag.
even funny is when they pretend they don't watch my streams. Like, where you getting
Oh
alpha
man, they
from, bro? Ain't
watching right
nobody
now.
out here giving y'all motherfuckers no
Yo,
alpha unless y'all pumping a coin.
if I
Ain't
tweeted
no
this,
alpha out there, bitch.
these goofballs are watching it right now.
100%.
All of them.
100%.
They always pop up in my chat. All of a sudden, it's like you were watching the whole time.
Mhm.
Like I thought I was an idiot. I thought I didn't know anything. Why are you watching my streams, bro?
Right.
Like
Everybody follow me, but they mute me. Like if I don't know and shit. It's so funny. It's so funny. They think they so smart.
oh, it's incredible, man.
It's
You
hilarious.
know,
Man.
we're gonna win regardless. So it's
Precisely why it's funny. Yeah.
we could ghost everyone if we wanted to, but honestly, like sometimes I just want to like I cannot allow you to say these things.
Yeah,
And get away
exactly
with
what it boils down to. Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Clown.
then they get confident in saying that type of shit, and other motherfuckers start getting parody. And I
Yes,
just can't have a whole gaggle of parrots
yeah,
out here thinking they can just say whatever the fuck they want. Then there's too
yeah.
many of them to shut up at once. So you just got to get the big parrot when it starts getting loud
Oh,
first.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna be outnumbered, and we're cool with that. It's fine, no big deal.
But they're just
Whatever.
not gonna get loud. That's all.
Right. But when the bull market comes, we'll outnumber them because
Oh,
everyone's
they're gonna get
jump
real
next.
quiet because they're gonna
They're
bring the
gonna get
gang
real
right on over. Yeah.
They're gonna get off of Twitter. They're gonna be gone. They're gonna be quiet. Look, notice we don't go anywhere the whole time.
Yep, we're right here.
These same guys that y'all keep jumping on their bandwagon, they're gonna disappear and leave you in the dust.
You know,
You
where
know?
the fuck did Wales go during the bear? Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Wales been streaming the whole fucking time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
I
sir.
never took a break. And the only breaks I take are like just to come back. I never stopped.
Thank you, sir.
Sometimes there's nothing to stream about.
But people don't appreciate that, man. Bro, if we all of a sudden flipped and went bearish, the whole community would crumble. We're the last ones left.
Yep, the last ones.
We're the last positive
ones.
people left in this whole
For Hex,
ecosystem.
PulseChain and PulseX. Yep, and Ink. Oh yeah, all that.
And
yep.
the other ones who are positive, they take breaks, they disappear, they don't stream anymore, so you can't even count them. We are the last
they don't
consistent.
count.
We're the last consistent positive streamers about the
Yep.
ecosystem.
Yep.
You know,
Yep. And it's funny because there's a whole list of other people that don't stream about Hex but supposedly do, I
Right.
guess. I don't really know
Right.
how that works exactly, but
Mhm.
I gotta take a look at that list to see exactly who's on there because I don't know who these people are. Apparently there's hundreds of people on there. I'm not, and
Mhm.
all of them talk about Hex. I don't know who these people are. So we're gonna find out.
Right. Bro, it's incredible, man. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's that was a good one.
Yeah. Liberty of death. A lot of dick riding losers in this community. F and acts like he runs
yeah.
this shit. Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty sad because at the end of the day, it's the new people that get dissuaded and might end up going the wrong way, and that's what we're trying to avoid,
Bingo.
really, because people that have been
Bingo.
around, they know, they ignore that shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end
Thank
of the
you.
day,
Thank
and
you.
that's what's important,
Right.
right? Because at the end of the day, sticking to what works and has always worked, as you love to say, Westcott, is
Right.
what works.
Right.
There's
Right.
no reason to switch horses in the middle of the fucking race, right? Like, why would
Yeah,
you do that?
no, bro. I'm gonna see this thing through, bro. This is the second wave of Hex, bro. I am not finna miss the second wave. The
Bro,
first
look,
wave did its thing. The second wave is the one. That's the one that goes crazy.
I
All
can't
right.
believe I'm buying below my initial buy-in.
Oh man, dude,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm back in the green. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? So when people go, "Oh, you're wrecked," you're wrecked. I'm not wrecked. I'm back in the green,
People can't do math, bro.
bro. You're only wrecked if you sacked what you sacked for and watched it drop and did nothing.
Correct.
If you added to that and caught up with yourself and then surpassed what you were, bro, I'm beyond what I said, bruh. Are you kidding me? Oh, God.
Crazy, bro.
Bro,
Crazy.
it's fascinating, dog.
I don't know, bro, because at the end of the day, people don't understand that the dollar going up while stocks is going up or trying to go up, and
Hmm.
crude is going up, and energy is, oh, I'm sorry, uh, precious metals are all in all going up. They're trending upward, right? When you're
Hmm.
looking at the big picture. Let's see what base metals are doing. This is copper. Base metals are up. Let's see what heating oil is doing. This is what people use for buildings. Ouch. Ouch.
Bro,
So $3 30 cents a gallon. I think this is a all time high. Fuck. Hold on.
it's fascinating, bro.
Yeah, all time fucking high. All time high. This chart goes back to 1985, folks.
Jesus.
1985. All right, and this is a composite chart, and we are seeing all time highs in 2023 or near it, because the last all time high was 2022 October.
Wow.
But we're only 40 cents away, about 30 cents away. So, we should probably hit it Monday or
Man, look,
Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to take long.
people
But
like to be
this is reality, bro. Look, matter of fact, let's look at where gold is relative to big time frame. I mean, it's at all time highs.
right,
Like, you think it's going to stay here? Like,
right,
only two things are going to happen from this point.
right,
Either it's going to crash or it's going to skyrocket, right? And this is after it does a sideways dance, because now it's in this little mode where the Bollinger Bands, these purple lines right here, they're boxing price in. That's why you see price hasn't really gone lower than 1750 and higher than 2200.
right,
So once that volatility expands or gets expanded by the market, by people engaging the market,
right,
because that's what happens, right? When prices get into this motion where they're just going sideways like that, or they're going sideways like that,
right.
or they're going sideways, right? Like, even when it's going up and a little bit sideways, that's still really a low volatility move, right? What happens is that once you get a spike above a relative high or a relative low,
Right.
that tells you to some degree, if there is volatility expansion, that move is going to continue. And this is what you see when price starts running to a Bollinger Band and shit like that, and it's above the 50 RSI and above the MACD, and it's just doing all these things that make it look a certain way,
Yep.
right? And that's what the key is does it look a certain way? And that's what's hard for people to wrap their head around, because right now it's just looking like this little bit right here, right? Or even this little bit, because that's what you got going on right here.
Right.
So when you look at what we got here, ink, right? Let's throw some Bollinger Bands on this bitch. Now, what's the biggest issue for ink? The biggest issue for ink is that people have no real incentive yet to hold it.
Right.
So what ends up happening is that every time somebody refreshes their bag, they harvest and restake they're selling that ink. Maybe they're rebuying PulseChain and some other coin, right? To re-up their bag and fucking 50-50 it or whatever they're doing,
Right.
right? So people have a constant incentive to sell this coin down. Even though you see little blips in the chart where it does pop up, it's ultimately going to go back down.
Right.
And even though over time you still get periods where it goes sideways, right? And it hits this what you see over here, right? For gold. Ah,
Right.
goddamn it.
Right.
Hold on, let me get this shit back in here. All right. So this is what's important to understand about volatility and what's happening when you're looking at it,
Okay.
because it's like a slinky. Once it starts going in one direction, it continues, and inflation is exactly the same. That's why I went through that whole fucking shit show to just to talk about and explain that. It's like an avalanche. Once you push that thing and it starts building, it takes a lot of pain to stop it. It has
Yep.
to stop itself.
Yep.
So in short, there's not going to be anything that anybody can do to just stop what's happening.
Right. Right.
Things are just going to evolve however they evolve, right? And people can't really wrap their head around that. They
Yep.
need somebody to tell them what's going to happen.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, folks, you got to make a decision and play your hand as best as you can, because the information's already out there. What more do you want? I mean,
Yep.
look at all the selling that's happening down here. Oh my God. Bro, I need to get some water because this shit is going to take way longer than I thought. This stream is
Yeah,
already
man.
going on 2 hours. Hold on,
Yeah.
bro. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah. No worries.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
man. Shout out to the chat, man. Hex Monkey. Oh man, we ain't even going there. Yo, man. Yeah, like, bruh, honestly, man, do what you want to do. It's your bag, but I will say people just think like, bro, if you sacked 2 grand for Pulse Chain or Pulse X, at the beginning of the sacrifice phase, you're down. Okay, cool. But if you took 4 or 5 grand right now and put it in, bruh, not only are you up, but you freaking 100x, 200x, like your bag will be so crazy. That's where I'm at, right? I'm up right now, bro. Ain't no down, ain't no wrecked for me. Wrecked is a state of mind, bro.
Talk about it.
I
Woo!
mean, bro, like all you have to do is put in more than what you sacked. Now,
More
if
than
you
what you
sack,
started with.
if you sack 50 grand, I get it. It's not easy to find another 50 grand. I get that,
Why
but
would you sack 50 if you don't have 50 to lose? That's a bad move on your part in the
thank
first place.
you.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
That's the problem, sir.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
So let's take a look at the volume stack. So this volume profile, what is it saying? What this shit is saying is, at every price level, every number of ticks is recording the action, the price action that's occurring at that level.
Mm-hmm.
White means a certain color, gray means a certain thing. I don't remember what I made it. Let's check. Up, down. I don't remember. Let me see. I just don't want to give you guys misinformation. Okay, so up is the white, gray is the down.
Right.
So hold on. This thing is being a pain in my. I like Deck Screener, but it pisses me off sometimes because it
Yeah,
just
yeah, no, I feel you.
the functionality just isn't good. All right, so as you guys are looking at this, you can see that up here the buying got demolished by the selling, right?
Right.
Because the selling is all the way the fuck out here, right? If the buying propelled it higher, it would look different, right? It would be something like this over here. But the volume was so little when prices were up here, and I'll explain in a minute why I can point up here and not lower.
Right.
Um, so prices were so high here, and the chart was so new that it just couldn't matter that buyers were stronger because there were just too many sellers in the market, right? There were not enough buyers. There were too many sellers, and at that time, there wasn't even a reason to be buying PulseX if you really think about it, because all the buying that happened already happened here, right? So
Right.
once you got up to this point, motherfuckers must have realized, holy shit, we're early. What the fuck was I thinking?
Right.
Something happened that caused mad people to sell, right?
Right.
So people eventually sold because only so many people bought up here. And
Right.
this is why you can point to this area where it's so much white versus the gray versus the rest of the chart, where
Right.
it's all fucking gray and really only white back here, right? Because the gray pokes out over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. But the shit don't poke out. The white don't poke out at all anywhere except really down here.
Right.
This is really the only place it starts poking out. And that's important. And we'll get into that in a minute. But I really want you guys to understand what this data is showing you because that's how you end up understanding the future, right? Because the future is what matters, not right now. And this is why people always get left behind because they're too
Bingo.
busy looking at their little nose and not looking forward. You got to look forward. So now let's look at what's been happening for I guess the past damn it hasn't even been that long. Past couple weeks really is how all this really built up. And the reason I say wow is because this is really what's going to propel Pulse X higher. It's going to really skyrocket after it slips out of this volume vacuum because that's what this is.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
what's happening is you have all of these people selling and probably buying down here too. That's what it looks like to me because you have all of this volatility in the price.
Yep.
And this is just a bunch of indecision because the price is so low. I mean, the sack rate is
Oh
10x
Lord.
higher, right? It's 10x higher, whatever the fuck it is. I
Bunch of
mean,
goofies, man.
yeah, a bunch of morons.
Bro, people are going to be begging for these prices.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
you should have seen when T-shares were 10,000. It was T-shares all day
Oh
that
my
day.
God.
T-shares all fucking day.
KYS, kill yourself. It's coming. It's
Yeah,
coming.
it for sure is.
Oh, there's gonna be people jumping from high places.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's not going to take a lot, and the funny thing is that as we move higher, eventually, everybody that sold down here are going to be mad it didn't wait to sell on the way up, so they're going to buy back in, push the
What-
price higher every time there's a slowdown
But Wells, why do they think it's not gonna go back up? Why do they think that?
because they're not thinking.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Bro, this is every crypto chart in the start. This is Ethereum. This is
right,
if you look at every chart, this is the chart. Y'all think
right.
it's over? Oh,
Every crypto chart that isn't being pumped looks exactly
oh,
like
it
this.
hurts.
It's just been down. I
It
mean, and
hurts.
people don't understand that these things are cyclical, and what that means is that what goes down must come up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So, once price gets back above this hop, skip, and a jump level, which shouldn't not even far. I
Mhm.
mean, again, you guys got to understand FOMO is a hell of a drug.
Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-
now. Like this just happened. This is
Stupid.
here now.
Stupid.
Because this chart,
Fascinating.
right? Once I get this out of here, it didn't look like that. Let me try to slide this shit up out of here.
Fascinating stuff, man.
You see that? You see this, right? Like this is what it looked like before it got down here where
Yeah.
price is at now. Right? So all we gotta do is drag it along little bits at a time and let the little time catch up and all of that and just keep moving and we'll see how this volume profile builds over time. And as you can see, it doesn't take long, right? Because its objective is to just keep filling in the gaps. It ain't rocket science, it's just filling in ticks. So people are just playing themselves because they're selling down here, bro.
Mm,
Down here.
it hurts. It hurts.
Uh-huh.
It hurts.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Boom. Let
Oh,
me get this out of here. Let's see.
Oh, I love my
Oof.
bag, yo.
Look at that. Because this was support, right? So that this 10x below the sack rate, whatever specific area here, that was support. And boom, lost it. So that's that level to watch. Once
Mm-hmm.
that level goes again, now watch. Once I'm not in the zone, right? I'm gonna start creeping it in. Look at all that selling that happened there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Good luck.
Damn.
Mm, fascinating stuff.
Oof.
PulseX, man, heavily slept on.
Oh, it's crazy
Heavily.
because it's again, it's just time and again we see it. People just play themselves and then they lament. And it's like, yo, how much lament? How much time do you need to lament? Like, go educate yourself. Take advantage of opportunities when they present themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Mm-hmm.
why why the desire to be lamenting so much? Look at this.
People forgot it's an opportunity. I mean, they just gave up on it. You know.
Yeah, yeah, and the thing is, like, yeah, well, how long does an opportunity last? Well, how long do you intend to live for? I don't know.
Oh man, there you go.
People act like there should be a fucking time limit on the opportunity. I mean, that's literally the dumbest fucking thought I have ever fucking come across in my life. And only in crypto is that possible.
Yep.
Thank you for the super chat, homie.
Yep.
Let's see here. Hex to the moon. Word. All these new shiny objects can be compared to a beautiful woman walking by. Look, all you want, but if you attempt to grab, you may catch a charge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Good
a
luck.
good one. Negative
Good luck. You're gonna
P&L.
get smacked.
Yep.
Yep.
It
Yep.
happens. That is
It
for
happens.
sure. Yeah.
Bro, been down that road. I'm good.
Yeah. Appreciate the
I'm
super
good.
chat, brothers. Great comment too, man, because that
Absolutely.
is the point. Right?
Yeah,
That's
that's the
exactly the
point.
point. And look, the bag I'm talking about that I've multiplied, that was my speculation bag. So if you can afford to have one, great. But don't be out here talking like everybody has the same bag you do. That's the mistake that people make. You can't do that.
Ugly, it's gross. You
Yeah,
know.
it's not necessary. Like, keep people in their lane and help the average person out because that's who needs the assistance, not you.
Absolutely.
If you're the pro, congrats. Shut the fuck up.
Congrats. Exactly. Ex- Bro, that's all I'm saying. It's a lot of quote unquote pros out here
Yeah. Right.
that are taking advantage of new people. It's
Exactly.
disgusting. We're not going for that.
Nah,
We're not them type of guys.
we're not. No, we're not
Yeah.
having it. So,
Yeah.
good luck to them. They're gonna keep trying, and we're gonna keep swatting them down like the flies they are.
Absolutely.
Because what else are we supposed to do?
Absolutely, man.
Nothing else, man. Nothing else. Let's see what post chain looking like. Let's see what post chain looking like.
Yeah.
Oh no, not versus USDT. I hate USDT.
Yep.
Look at it versus USDT. Or C, sorry. All right. Show me what you're working with.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. Okay. Constructive looking chart.
Absolutely.
Huh. Well, I I advise people not fall asleep here. Okay, let
Good
me see.
luck. Play
Yeah.
around if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, people are unfortunately doing that. I mean, look at this 3.7 PLS per PLSX or whatever the ratio is. I
Right.
remember when that first came out, people were bugging out over 2.5. Look at it now, 3.7. All you had to do was wait a little bit more. Like,
That's it.
chill, man. Just chill.
That's it. Just chill.
Just chill, man.
Do what you want to do, man. I'm be buying. I'm buying more. Hey,
Yeah,
bro, I've hit numbers I couldn't imagine. I couldn't
correct.
imagine. Bro, imagine saying you got billions worth of RH coins. Like, come on, dog. Come on. Can you imagine? Like, people wish they had 10 million hex right now.
Right.
Imagine having a billion hex right now.
But that's why I don't give a fuck about what none of them clowns say, because they're clowns.
Oof, oof,
Simple, right? Because who the fuck pretends they don't want to have millions of hex? Yo, even
ooh,
at these prices, you wish you
oof,
still had them.
oof.
So why you
Yeah,
lying to yourself? Like,
man, listen,
it's
dog.
sad. It's so sad. It's
It's just
sad.
emotions, bro. That's really what
Yeah,
it
it's
comes down
sad
to.
because clearly ain't not a lot of grown folk out here. You know, emotionally
People
unstable.
living in their mom's basement. They ran out of dry powder. Mommy wants them to get out the house already. They're 30 years old. They got kids and they still living with mom. This is what's going on, man. And
It's
they're
crazy.
upset because they're not rich yet. That's it.
It's a hard life when you're not rich. That's for sure. I ain't mad at him on that front,
Yeah, yeah,
but I ain't a bitch either.
at all, at all,
Ah,
bro.
yo, this game is easy, man. That's the thing that's fucked up
It's easy.
because once I took that long-term vantage point seriously is when everything changed.
People making it harder than it is. It's very
Correct.
easy.
Correct.
Buy the coins that matter and hold them.
Simple.
That's it.
That's it.
Buy
And I
the
mean,
coin.
the thing that escapes most people is that we have the ability to earn more good coins while we do that. So you don't have to even DCA if you don't want to. You know, just shut the fuck up and enjoy, but respect what's going on. Don't act like you gets to disrespect it because you don't.
Right, right.
Yeah.
RH will literally call the tops on the day for you, and you're still mad. You're still mad. You're blaming someone else because you didn't take profits. You're a goofball. You're a goofball, man. Bunch of goofballs.
Imagine that.
He will
Like
literally
that's
call the
facts,
top.
yo. Like you really just like that. I never even said that. Like that's like, bro. Let's talk about that for fucking the
He'll
rest of
call the
this. Let's
yeah.
talk about that for the rest of this. You know,
Right,
however this long, this
right,
lasts. Like this is what I want to focus on for this conversation.
right.
Period. Because yo, I ain't never even thought of that. Holy
he,
fuck.
he calls the top, and you're blaming someone
He
else at the
calls the
last,
top, gives you the exit point for
and
you to
you
do whatever
holding,
you gotta do, and you still fucking mad 2 years later.
bro. It's literally. I don't know the
Yo,
word for it, but it's just
mind's motherfucking blown. Like I never thought of it like that, dude. And this is what I'm saying. This is why everybody's perspective fucking matters. Cause god damn it, man. All the ways I've tried to explain this shit, and that's the one that I'm like, what the fuck? Why didn't I think of that one?
he calls the top, and
Yo,
you gumbos held, and you're mad at someone else because you held on to the bag. You should have cashed out something nice.
Jesus Christ.
You know, it's just fascinating stuff, man. It's just incredible.
Yo,
RH, this is what I said to you. I commented. RH's biggest mistake was educating a bunch of
yeah.
soft people, bro.
You nailed that shit. Yeah, you got some great perspective on a lot of things that I just really,
Bro,
you got to talk more because it's you so right.
free education to a bunch of scumbags.
Morons, a bunch of
Yes.
fucking nincompoops.
New nincompoops. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't even remember the last time I used that word.
You know, and again, these are people that were looking for self. I didn't find RH because I didn't need self. I was living good, bro. You know what I'm saying? These
Right.
clowns stumbled across RH, got lucky,
Yeah,
hit big, and
don't even
now
don't even
they
know it.
didn't do it properly, and now they're mad at they're trying to point the finger.
Yeah,
Bro, you're gonna end up back where you started, looking for
that's
self-help.
that's the sad part, brother. And when I started this mission, and to me it's a mission because I know where I will. I said to myself, I don't even know if people are gonna pay attention to me, but I don't give a fuck. I just need to get this information out there,
Hmm.
because at the end of the day, it's really about getting the information out there. And I remember people like Bally Brand and some other cat that doesn't even really poke around no more. You wouldn't even know him if I told you his name because he don't even
Right,
fuck with the community or the shantytown no more
right.
because it ain't no community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not at all.
So yeah, so them cats was around day one, and they were just like, "Yo, we're trying to see what you got to say." And I was like trying to tell them because we was already talking through Twitter what I was trying to explain.
Right.
Because I realized like, yo, people really do not know crypto and how it works. And that is why people are depressed when they see prices going down. That's literally what prompted me
Oh
to
my
start streaming. And people still haven't learned. We're still fighting the same battle from day one. Yep.
Oh my God. Wills,
True
I'm not
story.
supposed to know more crypto than these people.
That's right.
I'm not supposed to
You're
be the
not.
smarter guy.
You're
I'm
not.
not.
You're not.
I'm why am I the smarter guy in this situation? Like I
I
didn't
don't know.
come here for that. I came here to be a goofball musician. Why
Mhm.
do I gotta start being smart now?
I
I
came here
didn't
to ignore everybody. I literally came here to not fuck with people. And what am I doing? Trying to educate a bunch of fucking buffoons that don't want to be educated.
oh, there you go.
And those that do, I'm not talking to you. So,
Right. Right.
too easy.
Bro, if we all stopped what we were doing and turned about face and just got quiet,
Yo, it'd be
it
ugly.
it'd be a war zone,
It'd be ugly.
you know.
It'd be a massacre, probably.
Sometimes I want to do that. Sometimes I want to
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
okay, you don't like us, we this and that. Okay, cool, we'll stop.
Good luck,
Yeah, good luck. Good luck, you
because you're
know?
gonna fail anyway. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Absolutely.
matter. Yeah, we gonna win
Absolutely.
regardless.
We're gonna win. Our bags are packed,
Yeah, we're gonna win regardless. So
you know. It's just
whatever.
incredible stuff, man.
Mhm.
Incredible stuff.
Because at the end of the day, why weren't you guys so successful prior to crypto, Hex, and all of that? Why? Why?
Bro, that's what I be trying to. It's guys who never figured out life before crypto trying to tell me, "Oh, you don't know it." But bro, you can't, bro. I'm damn near. If I wanted to, I could really chill. Like I don't have to be doing work. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the guy that said I'm gonna work this cycle because I want to buy as much crypto as I can at the
Right.
bottom.
But that's the whole thing. You understand? It like this is the thing that pisses me off. Like whatever you're doing literally doesn't matter.
Right.
What matters is are you executing your plan of action?
Thank you.
And most motherfuckers do not even have a fucking plan, let alone a plan of action.
Bingo. Bingo. Our whole crew already won at life.
Yeah.
This is all just icing on the cake. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Bro, like I'm retired. I'm trying to figure out what to do.
That's
Like
what I'm
I don't gotta
saying.
keep working on Wall Street. I'm just there because it's something to do, and I want to know what these faggots are doing. So I gotta be on the inside. You dumb fuck. How
Bro,
else are you gonna know? I
I,
don't even
I
understand the
seen
logic. What the fuck?
I seen family members stop working and their mind immediately left.
Well,
You
yeah,
know,
they
Eh,
ain't doing shit. Like you gotta be
you got to be up and moving. You got to be
Adam and
doing
shit.
things.
Yeah, you gotta be involved in shit, bro. You
I
can't just vegetate. Like
this cycle
it's
or
not a strategy.
maybe either this cycle or the bottom of the next will be my last of like just working because it's like the only reason I'm doing it is to buy these lows, bro.
Right,
If,
right, right.
if this thing goes, bro, I'm already sitting at a point where, bro, if we get a 20x from SAC, I'm done.
Bro, I'm already close to making my next move. Right? It ain't even about money. I'm just bored. So I want to be entertained. So to me, it definitely ain't about money.
Right,
I'm
right,
just gonna have fun, and that's all I'm looking to do now. Cause I was not having fun. Cause now that
right.
I understand clearly, oh man, life is too fun.
Absolutely,
And that's
absolutely.
why we sit on these streams and can take the time to talk shit.
Right.
Because we really, people don't understand hyperbole. People don't like that whole list tweet. Like, you really think I care about a list, man? I ain't never said nothing about a list in my life. Why would you think I give a fuck about being or
Right,
not being? Like, whoever knows me knows I don't care. But
right,
anybody else, like, they know. And maybe even Goki knows. Maybe he knows. I don't know. I doubt it because the motherfucker don't know
right.
shit about me. But let's assume on an off chance.
I really think he forgot. I think that's all it was. I
I
think he just
doubt that. But let's assume on
well,
an off chance he knows I don't give a fuck about this. Let's assume that. All fine and well. But at the end of the day, I'm really just talking shit in that tweet. Because come on, man. I don't give a fuck. I want
right.
everybody to win. That's why my message does not change.
I used to want everybody to win, but I don't know. I'm over the scumbags,
What
man.
I'm not doing is going out of my way to help them win. I'm still
Right,
putting out my message and fucking up their shit.
right,
You see? Because they don't want others to win, even though they don't understand that that's what they're doing.
right.
Assuming that that's what's true.
I want the new innocent people to win, but the people who've been here and act like they don't know what's going on, I hope they get smacked.
Right.
You know, I hope they get
Correct.
fucking.
Exactly.
I can't stand them.
That's
I
right.
can't stand. I don't like bad people. I'm not into it. Like I've always been a good person, good guy, and
Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm like, yeah, I grew up
yeah,
in the hood and I'll fuck your ass up, but don't play yourself.
that's the sad part. It's like we of all people shouldn't be the good guys, but we are. You
But we
know,
are right. Exactly.
that's
What's
the
sad.
crazy thing.
That's what's
That's
sad.
that's the craziest thing to me.
We out here fighting the good fight. Everybody else is out here fucking protecting themselves, or at least thinking they're doing that when they're really
Uh,
not. All they're doing is wrecking everybody else.
out of emotional damage. That's really what it comes down to.
Correct. 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 So interesting question. Where can I see Pulse Chain? Oh, how Pulse Chain is doing like growth wallets and transactions per day. I think that's on that Otter dot scan. Hold on.
Yeah, I think otterscan.com or something like that. I
Yeah, I
forgot.
can't never remember the fucking name of this thing.
Yeah.
But this thing here. Transaction growth is sick. Wallet address is right here. I don't know where you can track the wallet address metric though.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't really look at what's going on Pulsion like that. I don't really care because it's just gonna do what it's gonna do.
Right.
But
Yeah, I don't, bro. I don't look at chart. I don't, bro.
yeah, like it's so early, like it's whatever.
Yeah, man. It ain't the time.
Yeah, it's just like it's whatever.
uh, People are so obsessed.
Yeah, no, like I get it.
Yeah.
Wanting to see and all that, I get it.
Yeah, if you want to see, yeah, I get that. But if you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
checking
yeah.
every
Not a
day
thirst
and
bucket. Yeah, not a
yeah,
thirst bucket. Nah,
yeah, man.
not a thirst bucket. But I don't. You got validators is above 40,000 though, so that's pretty huge. Because
That's
we
cool.
started out with 30, 20 something. I can't even remember what we started out with, but it wasn't this high.
Right.
Let me see if we can't get a chart going back to the start.
Yeah.
But it clearly wasn't this high because a month ago or 5 days ago, it was 1,000 below. Damn. All right. Somebody just throwing up 300 million pulse on deck, no doubt. All right. Nothing to see here.
Oh,
We're just going to ignore you, sir. Okay.
I'm just reading
Um,
a tweet, man, by Carl the Hexagon. It's so funny. He's responding to Brandon because Brandon's having an emotional panic attack right now.
my
He
God.
said, bro, Pulse Chain has been out for 4 months. It's a bear market. Either buy and chill or just chill. Richard Hart is the GOAT and always will be. It's that simple, y'all. It's that
Period.
simple.
Yeah, I don't know what people look for.
Buy or shut up. Or sell everything and go away. Stop
Yeah.
crying
Crying definitely ain't going to help your ass at all.
at all. You're just gonna get clowned.
Validator, balance, network, aliveness. All right, so there's more shit going on here that I wasn't looking at. So
All
let's
right.
see. Okay, so maybe this is just validator shit. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything that we can grasp onto and talk about growth from that perspective. As
Mm,
far as usage, because it's just talking about validator growth. But look, we started out with 4,000 validators. God damn! So we done 10x on the validator front. So there's your growth. How about that for growth?
wow.
And on top of that, let me put the motherfucking cherry on top. All the validators that launched the chain, the Genesis validators, are all gone. So the entire network is decentralized. Now, what's the back? Now, what does that mean? What that means is an individual in their home or place of business or wherever they got the validator running, they are the ones that are controlling the network from a on and off perspective.
Right.
The question is, how many of them are feds?
Oh my god. Oh.
That's the question because we don't know, but they out there. Because what did they do with Bitcoin? Well, BlackRock and all these big institutions dominate the mining for Bitcoin. So
Right.
Bitcoin's mining is not decentralized. That's a false narrative. Period.
Right.
That's a fact. You can look into it. You don't gotta believe me. And I'm sure as hell not gonna waste my time finding anybody any more evidence because everybody acts like I didn't do any of that. So all y'all can fuck off and find your own evidence because everybody already knows that's how I move. So I
Yep.
don't gotta do that. So if I said it, you already know it's true. That's where we at. So you go figure it out and let me know whatever you can figure out. So then Once we get to today, question is how many of these 40,000 are legit independent nodes, whereby there are no centralized entity behind it trying to lay claim to a piece of the network. Because again, Bitcoin has been compromised because the mining difficulty became such that it became so expensive to just mine one coin because
Right.
the rewards are only fucking what, six per block right now, six and an eighth per block. Like it's not a
Right.
lot.
Right.
So that means the mining difficulty is high, which means it requires a lot of fiat to enter the mining game from that perspective.
Right.
So at the launch of Pulse Chain, 330 million pulse was nothing. Well,
Right.
it was more fiat terms than it is now.
Yep.
But excuse me, but now we're at a point where it's inverted, right? Where is this damn chart? Hold on, because now the price of Pulse Chain is near all time lows at 4037, right?
Yep.
And nobody's paying attention to it. Everybody's paying attention to everything else. But yet the network growth from a user vantage point perspective keeps improving.
Yep.
It doesn't decrease. Oh boy, hold on.
What does that tell you? Exactly.
But do the math. Exactly. If
Exactly.
these validators keep coming online, why the hell would that be?
Apparently it's nothing, man.
They must not know anything that everybody else knows.
It's just a dead chain, bro.
It's fucking
Oh,
incredible, bro. It's really incredible how fucking inept people are. All right, so
people.
this is just validated shit. Go ahead, my bad, brother.
I was just saying, people want to buy any and everything but Pulse Chain and Pulse X.
Right,
And
right.
Hex. It's
Yeah, I don't.
crazy to me.
It's wild, bro. It's wild.
It's crazy to me.
Let's
But
see. What do we go when we click on blocks? All right, so it just shows that. As you guys can tell, I don't really look at none of this because I don't really need to. I already understand. The work that's going on behind the scenes is not complete. Like
right,
people wasting all their time and energy talking about inconsequential shit like this block explorer and shit like that. Like you don't
right,
even really know if this is gonna be the actual final block explorer. You're just assuming it's gonna be the block
right,
explorer.
right.
Ooh, and we got a buy on Pulse Chain of Hex for 98,000 crispy dollars.
There you go. I just
Thirteen
seen that
point
too.
four million. Yep, 13.4 million Hex. Light them up.
It's probably this stream. This
Man,
stream I got
yeah.
somebody to wake up.
Yeah, you're welcome, I guess. Cause
Ah,
man, somebody gotta do some sensible talking out this bitch. Shit crazy.
bro. Sometimes I think of giving up. I'm like, man, listen, I'm about to just,
And it just comes out of nowhere. Trust me, I don't even try to stream. It just happens.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
just
They
happens.
don't deserve it. That's what it is. It's like I don't
Yeah.
even deserve the free education. That's what I say about RH. Like, damn, you
Yeah.
educated all these scumbags, man.
Yep. Yep. Because all they do is take it and twist it to their benefit.
Yeah, yeah,
They don't. They don't. They don't. Let's talk about this for a second.
yeah.
If we both hungry and you got something to eat and you can split that in two, four, eight, whatever,
Right.
and we both hungry, why wouldn't you just share so we can both eat and move out and find more to eat?
There you go.
But that's not what we see.
Nope.
That is not what we see. We see the complete opposite. Ain't that some shit?
That's what's going on.
It's crazy, bro.
It's just it's disgusting. I
Hmm.
don't like it. I don't like to be a part of it. That's why I be Pulse Nation, man. I don't really, this community, da da da. I call it the cornball committee. That's more what it seems
Right.
like. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bunch
something
of
like that. So
cornball.
to answer this question and move on, George, for the wallets, I'm guessing you can go on over here, Dune. But I think I pay for this shit. But they be showing crypto data on here, but I just never bothered because it's like SQL and all that. And I don't really like SQL, so I just don't mess with it. But you can
Hmm.
come over here. Yeah, they definitely got subscriptions and all that. So they got a free
Hmm.
version. So you can at least do some CSV exports for Pulse Chain if you want. And they give you 5 of those a month plus some credits to do whatever with the API. I don't know if you into that, brother, but just giving you the
Hmm.
facts.
Absolutely.
Just giving you the facts, bro. I don't
Yeah.
know, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't fuck with none of that. So
Yeah.
you might. I don't. So whatever.
Hey,
Let's see.
man.
Somebody gotta do it. Sure.
Well, man, look, I appreciate you having me on, man. I gotta wrap
Word.
it up, but
No doubt.
let's
Same
do
here,
this
brother.
again soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
like
wrap it up
Wednesday or
soon.
Thursday.
No doubt. We can do
All
one.
right, man.
Let's do one Thursday. Yeah, Thursday.
Okay, yeah.
We'll
Thursday's
do one
perfect.
Thursday. No doubt.
All
All
right,
right,
yo.
homies. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And
Absolutely.
Hex Monkey, appreciate the super chat, brother. Wales and Westcott, you guys rock. Glad you're still out here. The community is still here and still strong, even though at times it doesn't seem like it. Yeah,
Absolutely.
we
Absolutely.
holding it down. Somebody got to.
The real community's here. They're just quiet while the scumbags
Yeah.
roam. That's all that's
Yeah,
going
that's
on.
all it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
They seem like the majority, but they're not. We know it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right, my man. Appreciate you coming on. Everybody,
Absolutely.
thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. Peace.
All right, y'all take care.
Right? The reality is that I want to be rich as fuck. There's only one way to be rich as fuck. That's by sitting on your ass the longest. That's it.
Yep.
That's the secret. The guy well told you. Richard done told you. I done told you. Kareem done told you. Maddie done told you. Everybody done told you. Everybody done told you. These motherfuckers still acting like they don't know. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Trust
that.
us. 100% safe. There's plenty of games left.
Valiant done told you. Yo, everybody said it. I mean, hey, you know what it is, man? Everybody done told you. Yash D